Well, ADA is doing something very, very exciting right now. We are, in fact, beginning our little baby breakout. I'm not ready to call it a big one quite yet, but this actually may be something that leads us to this Santa Claus rally, this exciting surge across the market that, in fact, may lead some assets to do a 2x before the end of the year. And I want to have this discussion with you guys and to kind of talk about a few things that are happening across the charts. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So just looking at the ADA charts, we're showing all the strength in the world. And you guys can see that right now we have been playing out into this big bull pennant in terms of ADA. And we are finally starting to break out of this. Now, I'm not ready to call this quite yet. And the reason why is ADA's had several extensions out of here in the past. For example, we had one all the way back on December 3rd. We had one actually on December 12th. We had one yet again yesterday. And now we're starting to do it once again today. So we're actually showing a lot of upside strength here. And the reason why is just what we talked about yesterday. Sellers are getting tired. There is not much in terms of people that are willing to dump ADA around these prices. Even when we look at what whale activity is doing, it's kind of quiet. All right. They're showing consistency. They're showing resilience. In fact, yesterday, a little bit more in terms of transactions. They actually transacted about 170 million ADA, but you guys can see that resulted in a positive net flow of 10.95 million. So not much happening right now, but that is because ADA's on trend with what typically happens around this time. And this is, in fact, this may be what leads us out of these ranges and into our Santa Claus rally, our nice next leg extension in terms of ADA and other assets throughout the space. And I want to show you guys why this is. So when we look at the last cycle, this is something that happened for almost every asset in the space. The 20-day moving average, which is the red line here, that acts as kind of a bull market, specifically an alt season support in terms of assets. And what tends to happen is they do not like to close below that 20-day moving average. And in fact, ADA at this time last cycle, you guys can see it was holding it for support. And then finally we got to this point where the market broke open and it lifted ADA all the way up and really didn't get a correction confirmation until May of 2021, a very, very long period of time. You're talking about, 5 months. So that is the big bulk of up only season. That is the time where assets really begin to gain ground. And in fact, we may be leading into this as we speak. This may be the beginning of our Santa Claus rally. Because when we look at right now, you guys can see that ADA is showing good, strong support on its 20-day moving average. This is in fact what is leading us kind of out of the top side of this trend. All right. Now what that would mean is that we're going to be on a path towards, again, our Elliott wave 3 top, which again, this is why we talk about March, April, May, and that's why we talk about $3 to $4 ADA in those ranges. Now, this isn't a guarantee, this isn't financial advice or anything like that, but we should have a confirmation on this trend in a few days. And frankly, what is going to help lead us into that is BTC. BTC right now is kind of acting like Rudolph. All right. What I mean by that is it is slowly but surely climbing out of the fog and leading the way for the crypto market. Guys can see this, right? BTC is setting up a bunch of green days in a row, a lot of strength in the charts. Once again, setting a new all-time high yesterday of 107,746, I think it was. Yeah. And what tends to happen is BTC begins, Ethereum follows, and then big alts tend to follow behind that. And what we've seen now is BTC be strong. We're seeing Ethereum kind of float right around that $4,000 range in terms of price, showing strength there. And we are starting to see some of those US-based cryptos heat up. XRP up about 8%, XLM about 10.3%, HBAR up 3.76%, Algo up 5%, ADA up about 2%. Now you might say, oh, ADA's weak, it's lagging, blah, 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 right? And the reason why ADA hasn't made an extension quite like that yet is we have our focal point of resistance right here. $1.12 to $1.13. If you guys remember, this is where our short leverage liquidations begin, and it's a big concentration of them. All right. And this is frankly what can very quickly lead us from this $1.12 range to $1.25, $1.23. Okay. And frankly, this may lead us on our next leg extension here. All right. Now, this isn't a guarantee. This isn't financial advice or anything like that, but I will say that right now, all the fundamentals and all the charts are actually looking very good in terms of this. They're giving us exactly what we need to see. Now, I've had a couple questions about BTC dominance and, the end of alt season and stuff. Nah, guys, this is just the beginning. And you guys can see that BTC dominance is doing a perfect tap right at what our little top here was on December 10th. You guys can see it's getting right now a rejection confirmed by these moving averages. And in fact, we're going to kind of enter this period of chop. And this is what we talk about from cycle to cycle to cycle. BTC dominance doesn't always have to drop off right away. We got our initial drop off right here. And now we're kind of in this consolidation range, this sideways trading. And you guys noticed that last market cycle, it wasn't until April 1st that we got our big dramatic drop, which led us all the way until the middle of May, meaning that BTC may take some ground here. Alts may take some ground as well and perform well. In fact, assets like ADA and some others may in fact do like a 2x by the end of the year. We'll see what happens. This isn't a guarantee or anything, but then there comes a point where it drops off in an even more significant way. And that's where, again, I think ADA gets its extension to that $3 to $4 price point. All right. So we just got to be patient and let this kind of play out. Don't ask the market to do something it normally doesn't do. We're right on trend. We're looking really good. This is exactly what we need to see. Now, I've had a couple questions about BTCC and how it all works. Actually, my longs are doing really good right now. Well, not really good, but good enough. My ADA one's up 11.5%. My SHIB one's down 14% or so. And again, just kind of letting this just work itself out. You guys can see ADA again trying to make its extension out of here. Again, its next break might run us up to like $1.18 to $1.23. So just gotta be patient on that. If you guys are interested in using BTC, it's very easy to use. You can just hit deposit. You can hit crypto deposit. Just select your asset, select the network. It'll give you a spot to deposit from, right? Or deposit into. Then make sure, obviously, your different wallets that are on here. There's futures wallets, there's spot wallets, and there's your regular wallets. And you do need to make sure if you're going to trade on leverage that you have your assets in your futures wallet. Then you just go up to futures, USDT-M trading, select your asset. Over on the right here, you can select how much leverage you want to use. I tend to keep mine kind of small. I just do like a 10x max as of right now. You can select how much you want in terms of the asset itself or the size of the contract. So again, if you, let's say, want to use $100 to use on leverage and you want to do a 10x, then just make that $1,000, buy long. Simple as that. All right. So again, you can earn up to $10,000 in deposit and trading bonuses. There's no KYC. You can actually earn a 10% deposit bonus on all first-time deposits above $500. Just know that there is risk that comes with leverage. You can be liquidated if there are sharp downside movements. At the same time, you can make significant amounts if the market just starts running wild and you have long positions open. So we have a lot of good things playing out right now, and I really hope these continue, but we should get our confirmation here within the next few days. So have a great day. Show your love below. Let me know your thoughts. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.